Okay, now we're not now, but soon. Okay, now we're live on YouTube. So, hello, YouTube. Now this is immersion. We're gonna talk about dating, but I'm gonna start by introducing Talk and Talk and introducing ourselves. So, Talk and Talk is a platform for conversation for languages like Italian, English, and Spanish. Lots of languages you can practice. This isn't a class, but if you're looking for classes, we have it. You can check on our website. And that's it. We don't judge. We are not afraid of making mistakes. That's kind of the highlight of Talk and Talk. You can just talk and be yourself and meet people. So yeah, check it out and go to our website if you're looking for classes. Okay. So I'm Camila Conte. I'm a hostess here at Talk and Talk since March this year. I'm 27. I live in São Paulo. I live in the capital, São Paulo, São Paulo. I work as a software engineer for a delivery app. And what else? I have a 4-year-old daughter. I like to climb. That's an interesting fact about me. I like climbing. I think it's very, very, it's very funny. It's very, I don't know how to say that. I feel my body working a lot when I climb. So I think that's very, very interesting. I also like to watch series. I like to I don't know how to say that, but I like to create what's the word? Craft. I think it's craft. Crafty things like this kind of things with biscuit. That's a 4 here. It's my daughter's birthday candle. So I like to do that. And I'm currently dating someone. So that's the kind of the point of this discussion here today. And I think that's it for now. And what about you, Gabriel?
Okay, of course. It's great. So my name is Gabriel. I am 30 years old. I am a software engineer too. I have 10 years in this area in general. When I can talking about technology in general, I have 10 years, but specifically the development, I have 7 years around. So I am here because I need to improve my English and practice in in an everyday, but I like it. And I am looking for get a new job abroad and make business and whatever knowledge, new things. I think English changed the world for us. So I live in São Paulo, Brazil. São Paulo too. And I love my state. I love my country. I love my area. And in São Paulo, I like it to visit new parks, new libraries, and I like gonna walk in the street, in the famous streets in here, such as Paulista Avenue and the others. I love it. So make it to buy. I don't like because my money it is I cut it. I have make it so. But yeah, it's about me.
That's awesome. You work with technology for a long time, right? I had no idea. I don't remember. I don't think you said that, or if you said that, I don't remember. I'm sorry. in the last immersion. But you've been working with technology for a long time, right? That's very nice. And I like Paulista Avenue too, but I don't like São Paulo. I don't like living here.
Really?
I would love to live in a small town near São Paulo, like in Dayatuba. It's only 1 hour away. So I would love to live there and come to São Paulo on weekends because I really don't like living here. I think it's too much. It's too much traffic. It's too much stressed people, and everything is far away. And I really don't like São Paulo, but I would love to live somewhere near so I could come on weekends, and when I have something important to do, it's okay. Um, but I like Paulista Avenue too. I used to go there a lot. I haven't gone there for a long time, but I love that place. It's very, I don't know, it has a vibe, it has some energy. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
very interesting. So I think we can go to the topic here. That's dating, as I said before. So we're going to talk about dating right after Valentine's Day. And I hope you're okay with that. It wasn't intentional, but let's go. So we just answered the first question, that's introducing ourselves. So tell us, what do you love to do on a first date? We haven't answered that. For me, I love going some places where I can eat something delicious and where I can have like a beer or a drink, so we can just break the ice, the that first moment, that icebreaker that alcohol helps. So I think I like to do that on first dates, going out to eat something very nice and have a drink or a beer. I love beer, so I don't know, if someone asked me on a first date to go to I think it's brewery, maybe, cervejaria, I would. I think it would be amazing. But yeah, that's it. And what do you love to do on first dates?
Nice. In my case, my first dates, I don't remember it, but it's a long time. Um, but I am sure it is could be tragic in the first times, but in general, my first dates, I was more poor, and it is tragic too because the I don't know cardápio menu, when I am able, I don't able for choose the great meals in menu, and it was
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, it's
Uh,
difficult, right? When you don't have a lot of money to spare, so you just, okay, please don't choose the
yeah,
the
yeah,
expensive one. I don't know.
mm, yes, but in my case it is roast. Yes, roast. I got the word because uh the some girls like the men to pay sometimes, and
Yeah,
it is in sometimes, and in my opinion it's okay because each person's to be different, and it's okay, but for the men's in general it is a problem for the first dates.
yeah,
In the past it provides, it's sounds bad before, but nowadays it is not a problem. God. And
Yeah.
and and I have a girlfriend too, and um I am together 1 year, and it's okay uh because uh, she's like to to half pay, okay, and it's okay. I like it, but when it is can be uh let me see the word when it is can be advanced in the relationships. uh I I, I totally agree half the pay,
Yeah, yeah.
but to pay. But in the first time, it is a problem. Uh, it depends the the date. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm used to pay half every time. I think it's been I think I'm used to pay half every time because I don't like going out without money. I feel unsafe when I don't have money. Like I don't know, I need to ask to call a Uber or a taxi or something. I have to go to get out of the date, and if I don't have money even for that, then I don't go. I rather not go than I don't know, go and not have any money. So I'm used to pay half of the bill every time. It's I've been on a relationship for a year now, and I think we only paid all the entire bill, I think like 3 or 4 times, that he paid for me or I paid for him. Um because we always split everything. We are used to it. We earn like this, maybe the same amount of money. I earn a little more actually, but we are used to divide. But that's it. On the first date, I always share the bill also, because or I pay what I bought. Like if the person ordered something very expensive and I didn't, then I think it's not fair for me to pay for half of the bill. So I prefer to pay what I ordered. um but that's nice. And when I agree that some people think on first dates you have to pay for everything, like the men have to pay for everything, and then later when it's already a long-term relationship, then you start splitting the account. But I think that's okay too. I think it's different for everyone, and I think it's okay. But for me, I like to split. I don't like when people just buys me stuff, like just the check comes, and the person just grab it and don't let me see how much it was, and I don't like it. I prefer to split. So the second question now: do you consider yourself a romantic person, and how do you demonstrate your romanticism to people? So tell me, Gabriel, do you consider yourself a romantic person? Let me remind you that yesterday was Valentine's Day, so are you there?
Sorry, Camila. I am here now.
Okay.
uh, there are other people in my room, and to conversation height.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
So
It's okay.
okay. The next question, the number 3.
It's the second one. Do you consider yourself a romantic person, and how do you demonstrate your romanticism to people?
It is a difficult question for me because in general, this in my life was terrible in the past, and it is so difficult for me because was a lot of don't know this word. in in my mind, I think, and oh my gosh, there is a problem with that, and in the future, I will alone, I guess, and it is in my mind, and it provides more behavior for my
I think
mind.
okay. I'm hearing you now. Your mic wasn't working for a moment there.
In this case, when for me, it just provides a new behavior for myself. And to be romantic in general, it's just a problem in my life in general. But now I am able to become this behavior, and yeah, I get it, but it's so difficult for me yet. And uh, I have good feelings in my relationship. I have good feelings with the the persons when near me when I like it, and but uh, show it with the other people's it's a problem yet. But I have become I have to become it for now, and it is possible.
Yeah, totally possible. I think that some people have difficulties for in being romantic and stuff, because I think mostly men, because men are like are born, are raised to not show emotions and not, just be there stiff and still, and that's it. So I think for men it's maybe more difficult to show feelings and emotions and romanticism. um I think for me, I am a romantic person. I think I consider myself a romantic person, a very romantic person, by the way. But um how do I say that? I changed my mind because I believed in that kind of romanticism that movies and series and books showed us. And then life showed me that romanticism and that kind of stuff is not like that. You don't have to be like that. You can be romantic, and you don't have to make a big gesture. You can be romantic with small stuff, with small things, and you can demonstrate it in a private way, I think, maybe. So now my vision about romanticism is a little bit different. So I don't expect like um great gestures or things like movies and series, but I don't, how do I say that? I forgot the expression. um I don't remember, like, I don't give up the romanticism. I think I need it for my relationships, at all, like, dating or relatives, everybody. I think we can be romantic to everybody, to our friends, we can be romantic to our loved ones, we can be romantic to our parents, to our family. So, but it doesn't have to be like something huge. But yeah, I consider myself a romantic person. So the third question, is it possible to date more than one person at a time? And what do you think about this? So do you think it's possible? Are you there?
Yes. Do you hear me?
No, I hear
Do you
you.
hear me? You understand this question very well. Is it possible to date more than?
One person at a time, like you go on a date with someone today and you go on a date with someone tomorrow, or I don't know, maybe double date, you go out with two people. I don't know, you can.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So when I was single, it is. Uh, I like it in the past because I did it. My and it is. I don't see it as a problem because they choose new persons for their life or to fun, whatever. It is a choose and and to be girl or to be man. Both have and can eat it without uh, culpa. Esqueci.
Guilt, without
What?
guilt.
Guilt?
Yeah, guilt.
Okay. Without guilt and whatever. And I did it a lot, but and I like it when I did. So um so yeah, I guess some persons when I choose the one persons for pass the more time. For example, I did and I have stayed one person and I stay with her around 6 months and I stopped go out to other persons and yeah, it's okay because some people do like it.
Yeah, I
Uh,
know. I think it's okay too. I don't think we have I don't think, especially when you're single, mostly when you're single, I think you are there just you just want to meet new people and have new experiences. So I don't think you have to stick to someone if you don't like this person that much. You know, you like someone, you just go spend time, and then on next week you go out with someone else. I used to do that a lot. I have lots of friends that I like to hang out. So I think it's just something like that for me. It's just like you, when you go out with a friend on a Saturday and with another friend on a Sunday. It's okay. People don't say that you are cheating on your friend or something like that. And when you're single and you're meeting people, I think it's just like that also. You just go out with people. Of course, you have to be responsible for your actions and for what other what the other person or people are feeling. So I think you have to be responsible with that, because when you're dating more than one person, you have to be honest. You have to say like, okay, we're going out, but I'm also going out with other people. I don't know if you mind it, but if you mind it, then we're gonna talk about it, whatever. But I think it's okay for me too, and I used to do that. So yeah, I think it's very, very okay for our society. It's just a little sad that for women, when for me, if I sit here today and talk and say to YouTube and everybody who's gonna watch this that I'm dating two people at a time, people are gonna think that I'm not a good person, that I'm not a good woman. And if you sit here and you say that you are dating two people, people are going to say, oh, yeah, you're the boss. Yeah, okay, that's awesome. So I think that's the only bad thing about it when you're a woman. But I think it's possible. Yeah, it's possible. And I encourage it. So the fourth question is, are you fond of online dating apps? And is it a good way to meet new people? So have you ever used dating apps, and did you like it? How was it?
I like it. I like dating apps, and I use it. In the past, I use it more, and but I like it because it provides the new friends too. The past, I had two friends, are girls, and I in the past I did dates. I, I had a date with her, and uh, the conversation was great. It's amazing, but don't um, there is not connection, for other things, and it's okay. But I like it. The the pair. Nowadays, she is my friend, and we talking about a lot of things, our lives, and it is amazing. She is tell me about the new boyfriends too, and this conversation sounds great nowadays. I like it. But about this question, yeah, I like it because it provided new friends too.
Yeah, yeah. I actually found my boyfriend on a dating app. That's a very funny story. I don't like dating apps, but I think it's helpful for when you're trying to meet new people and you don't go out that much. So when after I got vaccinated, I started going out with my friends, and one of them just told me, okay, just download Bumble app, and it's nice because only the women can start chatting with men, and it's okay because you can filter people for their political side, and that kind of things. So I downloaded it, and now I'm going for a 1 year relationship, and it's very nice. I think it's a good way to meet new people, but I think it's very difficult to meet people um that you like. It's you can meet lots of different people, but for me, I like people that enjoys having a beer at home and listening to music, or I don't know, having a barbecue, something small, like an indoor, how do I say this? Meet, you know? I like people that likes to do this kind of stuff. And it's very hard to meet this kind of people on dating apps because you meet lots of them and sometimes you have to make that forced conversation like, oh, what's your favorite color? What do you like to eat? And I don't know, what do you do for a living? And I think that's so boring. So it's good, but I think it's also, I don't know, it's good, but it's also boring. So yeah, I used to use dating apps, but I didn't like it. But now I do like it because I met my boyfriend.
I understand. Because there are a lot of people's boring there.
Yes, exactly. People that don't, the conversation just don't flow, you know. You have to always be there trying to talk to the person because the person can't make the conversation flow. And I'm very, how do I say that? Eu tenho muita preguiça. That's it.
Rest to rest, I guess.
Yes, exactly. I can't. It's just, it's not for me. I am, sorry, what?
Too much. It is challenge.
Yes, yes, it is. And on the app that I used to, that I was using when I met him, the woman needs to, like, you swipe right so you can have a match. And when you match, the woman has 24 hours to text first. So if the 24 hours expires, you can't talk to the person. So it's very nice. But it's better. I think Bumble is better than Tinder. But if you're if you are in a relationship, then you should stay away from both. um Sorry, what? i can I can hear you. Your audio is a little, I don't know, abafado.
Abafado?
Yes,
Aí, um segundo. Me ouve?
agora sim. Yes.
Ok. Só um segundo aqui, eu que não te ouço agora, peraí. Hum. Do you hear me now?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay. I was thinking you said bundle app. I don't know this app. Is Badoo?
No, it's Bumble, like
Bumble.
Bumble. It's Bumble. It's like
Interesting.
Tinder, but the woman has to start the conversation. If the woman do not start the conversation, then the man can talk to her. And I think it's a very nice app also because you have a feature where you can meet people for dates. You can meet people for that's BFF, so you can meet people for have friendship. And there's a work there's a feature that's about network, so you can meet people that works with what you work or with other things that you're interested in. And I think it's a very complete app. It's very funny.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah. But since you're in a relationship, I expect you to stay away from the date feature. Okay, so the fifth question now. Have you ever gone to a date with someone you met online, and how would you stay safe in the situation? So the fifth question now, please. Can you answer me?
Okay. The last sentence, to be safe with dates, yeah.
Yeah, how would you stay safe? I think this isn't much for you because you're a man. It's mostly like for a woman because it's more dangerous for a woman to go out with.
Okay. All a lot of times.
Yeah.
Um. So um. Sometimes, in my case, um, there 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 was one time I I was meeting uh the woman, and she is like she sounds like a little bit crazy and suspect, yeah. and yeah, for to be respected the new meet now, uh to conversation happened, but I was stop I stopped so fast and go my home.
Oh my God, she was crazy. Yeah, I've been on dates with weird people. It's um it's very, I don't know how to exit the situation. Like when I go on a date with someone that I met online, I'm used to share my location with someone that I trust. So like my
Mm,
sister or my friend. So I share the location, and I have a safe word that if I send the safe word for the person, then the person comes or send the police or calls the restaurant anyway. So I have the safe password, the safe code and safety code, and I'm used to share my location. But it's very when you go out with someone that's a little weird, I have no idea how to get out of the situation. Like, how do you say to the person, okay, I'm not enjoying this time with you because you're weird? How do you say that in a polite way? I don't know how, but yeah, I used to do this kind of things when I go on dates with people that I met online. I share my location with someone that I trust. I have a safety code. I usually check where are the exits. So if I have to run for any reasons for the because of the person or because there's a fire or anything, I like to know where the exits are. And also we have these kind of things in the bathrooms nowadays. That's a little sign that's like um if you're being harassed, you can order the drink la peña. So we call the security, so a lot of restaurants have this thing now. So I used to go I go to the bathroom and I check what's the thing that I have to order for the restaurant to help me, so I do that
mm.
kind of things too. It's important for me. Um, Now what was the question? I lost myself. We did the fifth one. Yeah. Yeah. So the sixth one, what do you believe a man or woman should do to be trusted and worth going on a date? So imagine that you are meeting someone online and you want to go out with this person, but this person doesn't trust you. This person thinks you're a catfish. I don't know if you know this expression, but the person thinks
Mm,
you're a catfish. So what do you do to make the person to make this person trust you? So she could go on
okay, okay.
with.
Um, it is so difficult because the first dates and the first uh meetings, it is happened in during the the allotted go out with this person, and um but the when the people trust, I guess, pass it, I like it pass to more trust with the other people's, with my shape for shape of, um, during in my conversations, I strong conversations when I am able for to make it and schedule new time, new hour in the next week, and uh, I have a deal, and when I it is don't if it's don't possible, uh, cumprir, I don't remember, when when it is not possible, I'm able for to tell for other people, and these actions provides more trust. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Um, wow. I have you ever been stood up? Like you went on a date and the person didn't show up?
I don't see you understand very well this question.
Like, have you ever gone on a date? You met
Okay.
someone and then you go on a date and
Okay.
you stayed there waiting and the person never showed up.
Okay.
Never.
Um, sometimes, but uh, it is it's common, I guess, and but the main topic is I am waiting and the other person disappear, or I am waiting and the other person uh, happened. There is in, imprevisto, I don't know,
Well, I don't
and
remember. I think.
and tell me it, and it is the most important. Tell me about the situation, and if necessary happen, to change the meet and whatever.
Yeah. Um, I don't think I have been stood up. Like stood
Mm,
up is when you are waiting for someone and the person don't show up. I think that's it.
mm,
So I don't think I have ever been stood up,
mm,
but I think it must be hard. If the person have responsibility, if it's a responsible person, I think the person is gonna let you know if if he
mhm.
or she can't go.
Yes.
But it's probably very hard when you're waiting for someone and the person just don't show up and don't let you know why or anything. There's also an expression that's about something like that, that's ghosting. when you ghost someone, is like you just stop talking to the person and you disappear from the life of the person like nothing happened. It's very hard. But yeah. Oh my God. The sixth. And about the sixth question, I believe for men and women, to be trusted and worth going on a date, I have no idea. Let me see. I think you have to make sure that the person is comfortable. So you don't suggest a place that the person is not comfortable. Like for the first date, I wouldn't go to someone's house. I would go to a public place. So that's a way that you can be trusted. And also you can send pictures, you can send audios, you can I don't know, share about your daily life while you're talking, because the person you want to go out with is gonna know that you are the person you're telling them you are. So if you say you work with software engineer, you show her your routine. So you send a picture of you working on a code or something like that. You, I don't know, this kind of things, I think it helps. And now that's a good question. That's a great question. What was the worst or best date that you've ever been on? So I want to know that.
Uh, the roast show are best what? Sorry.
The worst or the best date that you've ever had, that you've ever been to. So do you remember?
Um, let me see. Mm. Or so the best I remember, but uh, a little bit the best, but the worst a lot. um, I guess yeah. Um, one time I meeting with the new person when I it was happened with this date happened with a app, the Tinder app, and when uh, the the people the girl sounds nice, and w- when the meet happened in the new restaurant, the the conversation was good, but the people don't to be trust, um, and can be use me in the these kinds of stuffs, use in um, myself with my money, with my uh, what whatever you think about that it is possible with this person. And the date worst for me, uh, a lot of things happened in these dates in the environments with other peoples, and I don't like it. It is terrible. It was terrible for me, for for my it provides a lot of traumas.
Yeah, I know that. I know that feeling. I also have a worst date. with someone that I met on Tinder also. And I was very young, but I was like, I think 19 maybe. And then I went out with a guy that used to study with me, but I didn't have much contact with him at school.
Mm.
But then we matched on Tinder, and then we went out, and it was just terrible because everything was terrible. Like he smelled bad, and I couldn't, just hug him or anything. And we went to a bar, and there was a fight at the bar, like at 2
Oh
a.m.
my gosh.
Was a fight, and I had to stay there at the bar since until 5 a.m. because of the police and this stuff. And I stayed there until 5 a.m. So, and then I got home, and I was okay. I'm never going out with this person ever again in my life. Not a chance, because it was terrible. It was the worst date I've ever had, and I've had a few bad ones, but this one is the worst, absolutely. And the best
Oh
one
my gosh.
is very hard to to choose a best one, because I've had incredible dates. I've had dates on Tomorrowland. I've had dates on the beach. I've had dates on um, fancy restaurants. I've had dates on parks and picnics. So it's very hard to choose the best one. I don't know. It's very hard. I can't choose a best one. I know the worst one, but I can't choose a best one. Sorry. So now for us to wrap this up, the tenth question, the last one. What do you think are some effective ways to start a conversation with someone you're interested in? So you met someone and you are trying to flirt, you're trying to know the person. What do you do? Go.
It's interesting. So for for me, it is. I like it, but it is so a little difficult for me because I am a introvert person, and I like it to say some things about the other person. Uh, I like to say, your have a beautiful hair, and the other things uh, around this, and but it is not sounds. Uh, I don't say the words. I don't like say it a lot of times, but a little bit in the specific times, and I like it because it sounds good, because the other person able for see you in the another way, because you can repair and see uh, a specific things her or his, and say the little things. I like it, and the eyes, eye to eyes. It's so important for provides more interesting in the other person, and things some like that.
Yeah, sure. It's also about the second question. So when we were talking about if you're a romantic person, about romanticism, I think it fits because these are some things that some people need. So some people I had an immersion a few weeks ago about the five love languages. And there is a love language that's words of affirmation. And it's about what you said. So you look at the person and you say something about her that makes you feel good and makes the person feel good. And that's a romantic way to share things with the person that you're dating, that you're liking anyway. So yeah, I think it's a nice way. um I like to talk about music. I like to share music. So when I hear something that reminds me of the person, I like to share the music or the video or the charge. I don't know. I like to share with the person, and that's it. I think that's a way to start also. So, Gabriel, this is it for today. It was amazing
Okay.
talking to you about dating. It's a very nice subject. However, I'm sorry that was, but you're dating someone, so I think it didn't hurt you to think about that, about dating. But
Mm.
I think that's gonna go offline YouTube. So bye bye.
Okay.
You
Bye bye. It is a pleasure.